we've got the Z press for load. It's gonna be 5, 3, 1. You're looking to go as heavy as you can for all of those sets. And then just a quick reminder, we don't see Z press too often. The upper body mechanics and demands are gonna be exactly as they would be with a strict press. But the difference when you're in a Z press, we'll kind of take a look at this in a second, is that it makes it very obvious the core demands in the abdomen and also the hip flexors. So this actually gets you much stronger through the trunk and through the hip flexors, which, yes, it'll make you a better presser because you'll be able to engage your core more, but it'll also help other movements that will utilize hip flexors, like squat patterns and things like L-sit pull-ups, like we'll see this week potentially. So setting up for this one, I like to have my J-cup set at about mid-thigh, because when I set up and get in my start position, this will put the barbell right about at my shoulder height. From here, I'll establish a normal pressing grip. I'm gonna use a really wide stance with my legs, because that's gonna put more demand on my core than if I were closer. It'll also give me more stability where my heels can press into the floor a little bit. Otherwise, I'm gonna take it out of the rack. I'll press up and through, and I'm gonna reach my chest through. If you don't get that action of reaching your head and chest through, engaging the abdomen, you're gonna be set a little bit far back. Your hip flexors will act up a little bit and try to balance you out. So with that one, look to have maybe 90-ish% of what you'd normally have in a strict press. That would be a great thing to shoot for on your 5-3 or your 1, and have fun with that one. So a little bit different variation on pressing, but other thing we're gonna look at is crossovers, because we got these in the Metcon, and I think it's a good thing to revisit this one. I want to look at 2 drills. So the first one is just gonna be the drill that I find really helpful to link or to get a single crossover. So you start behind and you're just gonna hit that motion just to get the timing. What I'm trying to do is create that space with my arms and get consistent with that. When you feel like you've gotten that enough times where that rope passes over and there's enough space to jump through, simply add the jump through. So that's a great drill just to get to the point where you feel comfortable hitting one crossover by itself. When you're to the point where you've hit single crossovers many times, a great drill is actually doing crossed arm single unders. First one's really hard to start, but otherwise, that'll, obviously really hard because I couldn't do it. But thank you. But, probably because I'm running to the rings. This is a great video so far. But staying in crossed arms and getting consistent with that. I'm hitting the rings again. All right. Anyhow, crossed arm single unders, a great one to just get you familiar with your arm position. And is a good substitute for workouts too, because it's going to develop that skill over time, get you really familiar with having that arm position. Have fun with it. See you there.